Well, I'm gold mining again with the East Bay Prospectors today down at the Bear River campground. And the water's fluctuating. And I'm having a hard time setting up the Thomas Creek just because I picked a real difficult spot because it's more fun sometimes. So let me show you what I got going on. That little pile of rocks right there is where I'm going to set the sluice box up. So why would I set my sluice box up there? Well, take a look around. We got people upstream and nobody downstream, but I like this spot because right here in these trees the debris is all the way up. It's higher than I am, so I know if the water comes through here when it's deep, those branches probably spread over, but the water's at least 4 feet higher than what it is right now. So what I've got going on is set my sluice box up there because right there is a whole pile of submerged boulders, really big ones, and they're all on the line, so I know they were put there naturally. And I know you can't see them very well, but you can see that top one. And so what I'm going to do is suck out behind that first boulder, and there's another one right below it. It's at least 3 or 4 feet around. It's what's uncovered right now, even though you can't see it underwater. And so we're just going to go ahead and clean that up when I get the sluice box set up. And it's going to take a little bit. It's going to take a little doing to get that box set up because the water's, you know, raising and lowering and it's surging, and right there is just probably one of the worst places to put it. But I'm doing it because there's people all over the place, and this looks like a real promising spot once I do get it set up, because you got bedrock showing right there and you got the rapids right there, so everything slows down and stops. Another reason is because right here next to me over here is all that metal right there. And so what I got going on is this is where all the metal stopped, and just up here on the hill, just right up here, right up behind this metal, is another great big sheet, and there's metal all over the place right here. So I know this is the dropping point for all the heavies. And that's why I picked this spot, you know. I mean, it's the Bear. It's going to be fine flood gold out there at the very least. I'll get gold, I guarantee it. May not be much, but, you know, it might be pretty good because this is exactly where it's going to be dropping out at with everything else. And hopefully I'll hit bedrock. Hopefully that rock is sitting on top of bedrock. That's what I'm hoping for, because there's bedrock right up here behind me too. So it's a good looking spot. It's just going to be difficult to set the sluice box up where it is. So, yeah. Well, I took the super sucker out there. I made a little pile of cobbles in the middle. I got this piece of steel here to put on top of the box so we can weight down the Thomas Creek. This just happened to be sitting upstream, this garbage, and it's already screwed together, so I'm just going to spread it apart for a little A-frame and put my rock in here, and on top of the bar it's on the box, and let's see how it goes. Well, that ought to do. Kind of a rough setup, but it may have enough water. It probably won't, but we'll have to make some adjustments if needed. I've got everything here, and I can make all kinds of dams, and we'll see how it goes. Either way, it's going to be catching the small stuff. Well, the continually dropping water isn't making it any easier, but I know there's gold in there. It's so slow, there's no way I can be losing it. And it's lunchtime. Used to be my choice back in the dredging days. I still am one of those terrible fish killing dredgers. But I can't remember ever killing a fish. I remember feeding them plenty of times. But you know, the environmentalists have to make up what they gotta make up. I'm part of Greenpeace today. I'm here cleaning the river. I'm trying to get the iron out of the river and the gold too. Of course, the iron is the black sands, and you know, it's just so horrible that all this iron is in the rivers. I can't believe it's even legal to leave it in here. I wish the dredgers were here to get all the iron out of the rivers and the black sands and the magnetite and the hematite and the mercury. Yeah, I definitely need to join Greenpeace to try and get these people back in action to where they can get out here and clean the rivers up like they used to, because these rivers are just going downhill. There's garbage all over the place because the dredgers aren't here to clean up after everybody else. That leaves their garbage out. And yeah, I'm one of those bad people. One of those dirty, rotten dredgers. You know? I just see so much garbage out here. Well, I'll take this metal and stuff back up to the car when I go up there. The stuff I can carry, but obviously I'm not going to bring my winch down here because it's not legal anymore to winch out this big piece of steel out of the river like I would normally do. You know, but right here it's not allowed anyway, so. Well, it's lunchtime. Well, lunch is over. I went out and dug out that boulder, put it next to the sluice box, corralled the water in. It looks a lot better. I got quite the flow going next to it. I need to move it a little bit closer and put a couple more rocks in there to block the flow so it goes into the box. And it's pretty well set. It looks really good right now. So, you can still see the back wave going in. Check that out, the waves. But all in all, it's got flow now. Doesn't look like much from right here, but it's just more than it was, so it'll be fine when I get the that boulder moved in all the way. I'm just going to put another rock in front of it, so I got it wedged up in a good spot, and that should do. The water, well, it seems like it continues to drop. If we look across the stream here, you know, or if you look at that bedrock, that's the thing, it's slowing down a lot. Every little bit drops here because it's really wide, so. But yeah, that wasn't out of the water earlier, so you can see that we're have definitely lost some water compared to where we are now. So I keep moving the sluice box out. I moved it out 3 or 4 times. And we're in a good spot now. We'll see how it goes. Well, the buzzards are circling. Mountain lion. Did you hear that? So they sound just like a baby crying. Hear that? That's a mountain lion. It's trying to fool me. There he is. I'm going to whistle at him. Hit him with a rock! Hit Joe with a hammer! I got you on camera! No, I was looking for Joe. All right, they're all up there going, hey, what's going on? Who's yelling at who? They're all like, what's he talking about? And it's like, Joe knows. He's not about to tell them that they was talking to me. And now he's coming down here. Uh-oh, see how it is? Oh, they got no idea. All right, well, we'll go back to mining. So that's all I got for plunging. And all that is just, I got the closed cell foam pipe insulation, and I carved off the inside to make it fit around this 1.5 inches perfectly, that goes all the way around. And I got a piece of 1/4 inch foam around that. And I got this washcloth, which is a car washing rag from Craig, and you get them in a pack. And I got an extra one in there if I need to change it. And I just got the rag comes down here over the top of the insulation. And I got it clamped directly here on both sides, top and bottom. You know, so yeah, it's a homemade one, but it works. You know, it works. Yeah, it's doing good. It definitely has a seal. You know, it really does. And then with this up here on the top, it just fits right in there. You know, the only thing I like to do is with this one, when I've got it set upside down, I turn it so I can know exactly where it's at. So when I have this up, I know it's looking straight down. So that way I can see it at all times. You know?
I'm thinking about doing this end of loose.
Well, there's no need to glue this end on now. Yeah, well, I don't mind if it comes loose, because all it is a slide guide. You know? That's good enough. It just fits in there perfect. You know? Homemade, but it works.
I built mine.
That's how this reminded. Joe came down and ran a little fast forward here as we were talking and having fun. And that was about 20 minutes. It's 2 o'clock now, and we're still out here mining and having a good time. That's the first time I ever had to clean the box like this. But I got some big old rocks in there. Well, next time you see me, we'll be doing a cleanup. Well, it's 2:35. I just pulled out. And this is why I chose this spot too. Because all day long I'm going to have shade. And now I'm done with the day. I'm going to drink my Blue Moon. Brought down a couple beers just to enjoy life here at the river today and talk to some friends and have a good time. You know, now it's time to go to work on a Friday. See how it works tomorrow. Wasn't quite enough water to run to Thomas Creek. I haven't cleaned it out yet. I pulled it out of the water. This bottom's all filled up with sand, but it was constantly running. I could let it sit out there and run for 10 minutes, but I just pulled it out. I'm just going to wipe it off the top and pan it out. We'll see what we got for gold here in a few minutes. We'll see what we got for gold here. Well, we got gold. And I can even see it without my glasses. I was really surprised. I did okay for that little spot. There's enough for me to go back? Well, probably not. I still want more flow, but I got gold. Let's see if I can show you what we got here. I'm going to point this up in the air. But it works. Had a good day. Yeah, there's not a whole lot in there, but well, time for lunch. Last pizza and another Mountain Dew, so I don't have to carry it out of here. You guys have a good one. It's been gold mining with the East Bay Prospectors.